Hi, I'm Real Genetic Demon, and this is Space Hawks on the Amstrad CPC. My favourite part about this, though, thus far with this particular game, is when it stops doing the sort of the high score table. It moves to the it moves to this, and then it plays a very familiar tune in the background. And this is the 80s, though. They got away with this kind of stuff. They put the music of Star Wars on the background, and then kind of just left it there, and nobody cared. Anyway, I'm going to press a key, and I'm gonna go for it. So 1 for 1 player game. I should be able to play with a joystick. I'm hoping I can play with a joystick. It'll be rubbish if I can't play with a joystick. If not, I think it's. Yes, you can play with joystick. It's Space Invaders. Well, actually, to be fair, you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of Galaxians more than anything else. I kind of like the bird-like feel of those things. I played a one called is it Zalaga or Zelaga on the BBC. Look it up on my channel. It's basically spelled like Gallagher, but not Gallagher. And it's very similar to this, and it plays really well. And sometimes it's the simple things in life that are the fun things. And this. There we go, finished it. They kind of bomb with themselves. Little. Oh, look, the little men with the funny faces. Look, they're firing themselves off. They're firing themselves off. It sounds wrong, but they are. Do you know what it reminds me? What's the name of the ship? Blake 7, isn't it? I can't remember what the ship was called. What's called the ship? 7 was the. But Blake was the name of the character, wasn't it? Was he like a clone or something similar? But Blake 7 was a ship that looked very similar to this, sort of that kind of pointing forward. It just needs a little pointy bit at the beginning of it, and it would be the right one. This was an Amsoft game. This is one of the ones that commissioned by this is from Durrell, actually, commissioned by Amstrad themselves to sort of because it was a smart marketing ploy. First off, you make a computer that's a little bit late in the market, which is absolutely fine, no problem at all. But you also get Durrell, who are well known for things like Harrier Attack, which I think they're called Strike or something similar. Or Harrier Attack on the Amstrad. But either way, you get them to come in and to create you a sort of a shoot 'em up or a bunch of things that can go onto it, and it worked really well. And I'll be honest, it's not a bad little shooter. It's simplistic. It's one of those games where you get your mates and everybody goes, "I'll have a go, me next," you know. And it's one of those things that's kind of a bit Moorish. You love a little bit of action when it comes to these kind of things. I certainly do. Anyway, I think they're a bit Moorish. I do. That's why I keep playing shoot 'em ups. I love the nature of them and the fact that they are simply what they are. It's shooting and it's ridiculous and it's fun, and we kind of like it. There you go. You're dead. When you shoot them, the wings come off, and the little bit of them in the middle falls away. I'll see if I can get these guys quickly before they start throwing tons of stuff at me. They little explode, and I think I'm going to go with that's an escape capsule. They're not actually dead, these invaders. They're just escaping in their little escape capsules, and they're all safe really. After all, their alien attacks on me. That's another level done. That's kind of cool. I like that. Oh yes, and then they got little bits in the middle that explode away. I kind of like the way they die. That's a new way of doing it. Definitely Space Invaders, but a lot of fun. I quite enjoy it. There's some. I mean, one thing everybody never says about Space Invaders. Nobody ever calls Space Invaders a shoot 'em up. And it's one of the first shoot 'em ups there ever was Space Invaders. That and Centipede, and it was one of the very first and very earliest sort of shoot 'em ups that there was. But nobody calls it a shoot 'em up. Because it's just Space Invaders. It's just Centipede. They are, even Millipede don't think that gets that given that sort of oh god, those rocks from space are not very good. That's not very good at all. I really like that. Still got 2 lives left, though. We're doing okay. I've beaten the high score well and truly, though. Don't like these ones. Oh, 300 points. He's smashed into me for 300 points. He got some bonuses there. Very simplistic, but very, very well played sort of games. But yeah, nobody calls Space Invaders the shoot 'em up. They never do. They just. We all assume that we know it's a shoot 'em up. Yeah, good fun. simplistic, and enjoyable. Highly recommend. Like a bit of this. Love a kind of bit of action when it comes to sort of shoot 'em ups. Did quite well there, actually. Do I get my name in? Yes, on the high score table. Well, truly. Yeah. Top of the table, 31,800. Well, truly beat my own score. Really good game. I enjoyed that. Anyway, I've been your host, Real Tonight, and thank you for watching. Please feel free to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye-bye now.